of today's videos is what's called a translation. That is moving the staff back and forth in a particular slot across a horizontal axis or across a vertical axis, like so. We've talked about moves before wherein we have the staff always pointing in the same direction, like in an R-type like this. But this is really the first time that we've had the staff confined to a single axis, only moving back and forth across it, like so. Now, why on earth would you use a translation? Well, the biggest reason is when we play around with things like, say, doing split time same direction in a wall plank kind of place, we inevitably wind up in a position where our arms are crossed. To a lesser extent, this also happens when we're performing in together opposite. Together opposite offers us an easier way to get out of it, but when we're performing in split time same direction, if we want to keep the staffs going in the same direction, we have to do one of two things. We either have to take the move into a field playing kind of place, so that the arms are never running into each other, we're devoting one staff to each side of the body. Or we perform it in such a way that when we get to this arms crossed place, we use something like an extension to get us back out and to be able to continue the move around, right? Translations offer one other option in that they allow us to slide the staves out along a particular axis to get us to a point at which the staves can move freely once again. We can also use them to create really, really interesting combinations of moves, like this, by chaining them together with other moves, such as anti-spins. We're going to start off playing with translations by integrating them into moves that we already happen to know and love. For example, I'm going to integrate translations into this right here, a together opposite anti-spin flower that's performed in wall playing. You'll note it does involve getting into this position right here where I have my arms crossed. Now, in together opposite, we can get out of it by simply having the two thumb ends go up. But I'm going to add the translation in right here to uncross my arms. Now, to make the pattern still look symmetrical, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my pinky ends then go up my center line and then come down with my arms crossed. From here, I'm going to uncross my arms to get back to where I started. So think of this move as being thumbs down and up with my arms crossed. I'm going to uncross my arms, pinkies up, arms crossed, and then uncrossed, yeah? Thumbs down, uncrossed, pinkies up, uncross, thumbs down, uncross, pinkies up, uncross. In that way, I can create a pattern that is still symmetrical, but breaks the audience's expectations of what is supposed to happen at each of these points right here. Now let's try a pattern that incorporates both horizontal as well as vertical translations. We're going to start with the left hand high and the right hand low with our thumb ends pointing up and down, like this. And then translate to having our right hand on top, our left hand on bottom, with our thumb ends pointing inwards towards the middle. Now I'm going to reach my two thumb ends out to the sides as my right hand crosses over my left hand. From here, I'm going to translate the two staves across so that now my right hand is back on my right side, my left hand is back on my left side. I want to return to a position where I have my right hand on top, my left hand on bottom, and translate vertically to reverse that, so that now I have my left hand on top, my right hand on bottom, and the two thumb ends pointing towards each other. Now, I'm going to reach the two thumb ends out with my left hand on top, my right hand on bottom, and then I'm going to uncross, back to the right hand on the right side, left hand on the left side. Now, I'm going to bring my two thumbs up and down, my left hand on top, my right hand on bottom, and do a vertical translation to bring my right hand back on top. That seems like a lot, but really what it is if I start with my right hand on top, I'm going to come out of it with right hand on top, switch to left hand on top. As I come out of here, I'm once again going to have my left hand on top and switch to my right hand on top. So whichever hand you have on top going into the horizontal translation is the same hand that you're going to have on top coming out of that translation. And this is the result. It's a very cool, almost Zan's diamond-like formation, which allows us to make use of both types of moves in a very, very beautiful way. There are lots and lots and lots of opportunities to make use of translations in a variety of different ways. Please play around with them and post some of the results that you come up with as a response to this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys with another tutorial in 2 weeks. Peace.
This video right here was made thanks to the kind contributions of these folks right here. They found me at patreon.com/drexfactorpoi and signed up to make a contribution every month. By doing so, they got access to a whole bunch of extra footage from the videos that I put out every month, plus which, a number of really awesome rewards. If you or anybody that you know has learned something from one of the videos that I've put out, please consider going to patreon.com/drexfactorpoi and signing up to be a supporter. Thank you.